The Harry Potter magic continues to live on nearly 2 decades after the first movie thanks to Warner Bros. Every Wednesday since April 7, the studio has been releasing behind-the-scenes videos that were initially featured on the Harry Potter DVDs as part of its weekly glimpse into the magical world called #Wizarding Wednesdays. Warner Bros. Shared some behind-the-scenes footage with the cast of the 8-movie series, a compilation of clips that capture the young lead actors diving into the magic, the characters, the creatures, and the magical effects, as well as learning about the various aspects of production that interest them the most. The video starts with Daniel Radcliffe, who starred as Harry Potter and the titular character of the movie, meeting award-winning editor Mark Day, who happens to be working on the library scene between Harry and Hermione in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. The Hogwarts library was a pretty big deal for all of Harry Potter's adventures, and no one loved the library more than Hermione Granger. Many important scenes took place in the Hogwarts library over the years. It's where Hermione, Ron, and Harry learn about the Sorcerer's Stone in the first movie.
We've got final exams coming up soon.
I'm ready. Ask me any question.
Harry and Hermione had an all-important conversation about who they were talking to the Slug Club Christmas party.
Well, I just thought, seeing as neither of us can go with who we'd really like to, we should go together as friends.
This library scene is one of the funniest of the entire Harry Potter series, since it deals with a jealous Hermione and a cocky Harry. However, if you look past their amusing dialogue and pay attention to Hermione putting her library books back, you can see they are magically being put back into place. Oh, the magic of Hogwarts! But were the books really going back in themselves? Well, not really. Spoiler alert, this photo shows how that magic happened, and it's not for those who want to keep the mystery of Harry Potter alive in your mind forever. As shown, you can see green screen hands taking the books back from Emma Watson. Yup, it was just a bunch of adults snatching books from Watson that was then changed with special effects. We have to give it up to Hermione. It's pretty amazing that Watson could stay focused on her funny dialogue with Daniel Radcliffe while these green hands were creeping. Anyway, back to the video. Radcliffe is popularly known for his work as Potter in all the 8 movies, and the 2-time BAFTA award-winning editor Mark Day, who worked on the final 4 parts of the Harry Potter films, The Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows Part 1 and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, had an interesting conversation with Radcliffe, who was obviously amazed at the mastery of the art by Day, had a few questions for Day, and from the first question he asked, it was obvious that this was a scene Daniel can't seem to forget in a hurry, and it was none other than the moment Watson unintentionally hit him harder with some papers than she imagined. Replaying that scene, Hermione Granger has been used to having the full undivided attention of her male friends Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. So when the feisty schoolgirls finds out both her pals have developed love interests at Hogwarts, she is far from happy. An annoyed Hermione blasts Harry when she realizes he is checking out an alluring brunette in the library instead of listening to her. She moans, "She's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one," to which a cocky Harry replies, "But I am the chosen one." Hermione cuts him down to side by whacking him around the head. In the clip, it was shown that Watson hit him a little harder than he expected, and while Harry was lost for words, the two characters burst into laughter as Watson hugged and apologized for going a little over the top.
I am the chosen one.
Kidding, okay, sorry.
That really did hurt quite a lot. I'll ask someone I like. You're laughing because you hit me so hard, aren't you? Okay.
Daniel laughingly told Day that he was concussed and didn't get to see that scene.
No, I was concussed, of course.
Day then shows him the clip, to which Radcliffe reacts by saying, "You really can hear the crunch of paper on bones." The two continue to talk about how Day knows how to cut away from someone in between scenes. Day also shares how it's tricky to maintain the perspective of a person who might be seeing the scene for the first time, when he has to watch the whole thing almost 300 times during the editing process.
How many times would you see this film?
Oh man, it's many, many, many times. And that's also quite difficult because you actually have to kind of keep a clear head and look at it from an outsider's point of view as if you're seeing it for the first time, which is quite tricky sometimes because I've seen it 300 times.
After the interaction between Radcliffe and Day concludes, we see Rupert Grint, who plays Ron Weasley in the series, meeting stunt performer Nick Chopping for a training session on the trampoline. This seems to be one of the many sessions for Grint, as we hear Chopping asking him if he remembers the things they'd done on the trampoline in the past.
Can you remember what we did in the past when we've been on the trampoline and we've done a little bit of bouncing? We're going to do the same again today, but we're going to put you in a harness, okay? And what that effective does, it gives you more lift and you can hold your position longer.
Cool, yeah, that sounds good.
Are you happy with that, yeah?
After Rupert says yes, they continue with their routine, which turns out to be him practicing for his first Quidditch scene in the movie series, where the Quidditch match was played between Gryffindor and Slytherin in November 1995. The game introduced the first Gryffindor keeper, Ron Weasley, and was the first to be played since April-May 1994. At that time, Oliver Wood graduated, meaning Gryffindor needed a new keeper and captain. Angelina Johnson replaced him and became the new captain, while Ron Weasley became the new keeper. Ron was very nervous about playing. The Slytherin team was making fun of him and jeered at him, which made him throw the quaffle at Katie Bell's face and break her nose. Gryffindor was particularly hoping to win the Quidditch Cup again that year, and Angelina wanted the team to practice every day. However, Snape kept booking the pitch for Slytherin to train, while the Slytherin team kept trying to injure the Gryffindor team. Ron kept playing well in training and then freaking out when he made one blunder and kept letting the Slytherin upset him. In the end, though, the game was won by Gryffindor, with Ron performing very well, leading to some romantic scenes with his girlfriend Lavender, which ended up doing so much damage to a jealous Hermione. The victory meant that Gryffindor had continued to defeat Slytherin in every game since Harry Potter joined the team in 1991. The close-up with the cast video also consists of an interaction between the beautiful Watson and the chief makeup designer, Amanda Knight. Watson is known for her incredible performance as the Muggle-born witch, Hermione Jean Granger, and Knight had been working with the team since the first movie. When Watson asks Knight what they're doing for the day, she tells her that it would be her dark mark, which is tattoo a human skull with a snake entwined around the mouth and eye sockets. It is usually found on Death Eaters that worship the Dark Lord. Knight then continues to place a water-based tattoo on the dark mark on Watson's left arm in just a couple of seconds, after which Watson shared one of the funniest moments on set when Dan and Rupert played a trick on her.
I think one of my funniest moments on this film was Dan and Rupert, who kind of played a trick on me, which was that in Knockturn Alley, which is kind of like the dodgy area of Diagon Alley, and they just said, Emma, go and take a look in that shop window. So I went and pulled back the curtain, and there was this man, and what I thought at a brief glance was basically practically naked and just covered in tattoos, just sat there in this chair in this like tattoo parlour in Diagon Alley. And my face, because Dan and Rupert obviously knew that how I was going to react, we both just sat there just laughing at me.
That's it for today, folks. Which of these behind-the-scenes details intrigued you the most? Share what you think in the comments, and if you learned anything new today, please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.